Hello, hello. Welcome in. All right. Do I want to continue building platforms or I got to do the I guess I don't have to do a bottom. No, I did want to do one here. So let's do this. Little bit of this. Actually, I've been using the I guess I could replace them later, but one second. Hold. I think I put some music on for because we're just building as always. What's up? Actually, let's make this like a half step. Go ahead and remove that. And then we gotta add the Anarchy Acres tab, go to floors, and we want these bad boys. And I guess it really doesn't matter which way it goes here. I think that will end up being better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that. Let me know if the music is at a good level. What's up, dude? What's up, Jada? So I remember what I wanted to do here is do like raised levels. So let's actually take that away. Can we do another one going back, or is that going to be too much? No, I guess that works. Because then here, we can do another half step going up. Go right here, and then here we'll have like, let's get the same way. Something like that. And then we'll do another one going up. Yep, there, and there, and there. And then I think that's where we call it for that, but I want to do like a multi-level deck on this one. I think that'll add even more depth right there. So like these ones are mostly on one level, like this one. So I didn't need to make it go up and down, but I think having it that way for this one is going to be that much better. Now, I guess the only thing that'll differ, because I might not be able...
Thank you for your patronage.
No, we should be able to do that. Yo, Jess with the resub for 22 months. Thank you so much. Doesn't it get boring after time? To an extent, yeah. But I really enjoy building. So I keep it fresh. Try to keep it fresh. Oops. Still taking me a minute to get used to the new snapping functions. It's 12, so it's 14. Can we make 14? I don't even think we can. I hate how crouching doesn't change your camera angle anymore. Lock that in. And I think if we just put this... Two, three, four. Or was that already where I had it? I think if we go 2 spaces, let's see what we can do. Can I make a 14? We have 6s. We still have a 4 of this, but I guess we can see what other... there's got to be another type of floor with the same color that maybe has some variation. Because those are from Shogun. No, I guess those are it. That's fine, though, because we should just be able to kind of fake it, because that's going to be too long. Wait, maybe I'm just doing math wrong. No, we can't. Duh. I am doing wrong math. We can't make 14. I'm being silly. Don't listen to me. And the new snap points are annoying. See there, we don't even need to like complete that. We can just go there. Next one's a 6. Boom. Okay, got this one. I guess we can keep that consistent by just throwing that there and then throwing that there. Boom. So we kind of would need to do the same thing with the others, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm not doing that. Sure, let's just do this as 6. That is a 16. And then we'll do this as an A6 light. And then these new snap points are like not super favorable, but they're all right. Here we should actually just move it over 2 spaces. Oops, that's not a big deal. As if I don't know what I'm building here. There's like 7 pieces total. It's always scary though, isn't it? We can put that there, and then I should be able to redo the numbers here to make that work. Boom. Cool, and then basically keep it that way. Boom, 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 boom. And then can't do anything there, but that's fine. Oh, that's going to make it a gap of... I think I wanted to move it over 2 more spaces, didn't I? Oh, you know what? I'll just do that one like I did the other one. It'll actually save me space. So if we just add an 8 right here and then go into our pattern, I believe. No, it's still gonna make a funny gap. Oh, I guess I could just change this piece too. So that one needs to extend over 2 spaces. Hold on. We're doing Lego math here. Hello? Why is this so... Hello? There. And then all we got to do is take the 8, move it over to like that, then do this like that. And then when we wrap it around, we can put a 16 here and it'll fill that gap. And then here is just a 6. So then it's like, if I can get this freaking thing to work, there we go. And then here we need a 12 because the 16 is not going to go all the way across. Boom, 6. Actually, let's make it an 8. So it goes over, and then the next one can be a 16. That could be a 16. We got that there. This needs to be a 12. Boom. Boom. Oh, that needs to be a 12. 12, and then I believe an 8. Nope, 6. It is wild that they're, I mean, it's younger, it's the younger generation who's like very concerned with whether a game is dead or not kind of deal. And they assume because they think it's dead, then nobody plays it. So they're always quite surprised. But yeah, I feel you. Actually, if we start with a corner piece, that might be easier. This guy. Like that. Then like that. Then we can go back to corners. What's in the way? Oh, nothing. Nothing's in the way but the game being buggy. It's the only thing ever really in the way, right? I almost wish there was an option. I want to be able to go back to hold to... Oh, I think we just need a regular pillar here. Or it'll probably work, yeah. It's not like I can see those other ones anyway, the fanciness at the bottom. Why won't this go under? Oh. Because I was trying to snap, that's why. Uh-oh. I'm trapped! Get me out of here. Boom. And it's infinitely nighttime. What am I building? A custom Ryumara city. Ryumira? I think it's technically... I don't know. I will show you. This is what we're working on. Bright? I turned up the... because I always have, like, gain and... what's it called? Gamma control. And sometimes I make it a little brighter just to kind of... make it seem brighter in here, even though it is really bright. I got the windows open, but like it's all video settings. And I also unzoomed the cam. I think I had it like zoomed in more before because you could see some of the sets a little better, but I like the idea of just being able to see more. And then you can actually see my limited edition poster sitting up there now. My world has been in existence for, what, 3 years now? No, 2. Expert has been out, right? Game has only been out 3 years in December. That's what it is. All right. Now we need... Oh, yeah, there's a... I think these go to... Lion Knights? Yeah. But with these, I know we want them to be... like a step lower or something, or did I... Yeah. So with these ones, we actually want them to be, instead of here, we're going to go back 2 spaces, I believe it is, and then go down until it connects like that. Or am I even wrong there? Oh, you know what? Maybe if I use the bigger one, it'll fit better, because that's what I've been using for the other ones so far. I bet that's it. So there, and then back 2 spaces, and then down there. That should be correct. The reason I'm doing that is because normally they would snap to right here, right? Which does work, but with the fences we're using from Ryumura, what we're saying it there. See how these are much lower? Whereas compared to over here, it's a little more, you know, this is still taller, but it kind of evens out the height of these railings a little bit better. Bam. And then... just go like this. Actually... that's going to be too long. Well, I guess here we could also do this. Watch. Let's add like an actual corner there. And then when we go here, we can go an actual corner piece there. And I think it's the same thing for the other side. There we go. Now we should be able to go like pretty much all the way across there, back into a corner, all the way across there, and then boom, perfect. To a 16, back to a 2 corner. And then I think a 16 is too long here, so we got to go back and do this combo. Like that, and then probably the same thing going back the other way, I imagine. Oh no, I think we could do a 16. Bah. Yo, Stranger Thing, thank you for the follow. You still got the stickers on the mic? Yeah. Also, before I zoomed the camera back out, you might not have been able to see that one, but this one's usually pretty visible. At least I think it is. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in. Come join me on Twitch or YouTube if you'd like to. I'm over live over there as well. But this is what we're working on. Oh my god, it's so hot in my room, dude. Point this fan at me. You guys hear the fan blowing at the mic or no? Let me know. And then also, how's the music volume? Can I turn it up more? Go like a little bit more. So I don't have any interior decorations going on yet. Like I'm gonna put like a little outside market type thing down here. And then obviously I got fan on me, of course, it is blowing hot air at me. But up here, I've got tons of decorations to get to at some point. These aren't even all of them. I just have a couple filters on right now. But you know what I mean? There's plenty of stuff that I plan on putting in here, depending on what it is, all that kind of stuff. There's tons of cool stuff to work with here in these different themes. Inside decorations will definitely be something that I do last. Hold on, gotta reset a keybind. It always does this to me. I don't want that keybind. It always resets it and makes it. But I will do interiors eventually if I have the build complexity availability for it, but otherwise there's nothing in here at the current moment. Favorite musician? I don't think I have a singular favorite musician, but I was born in 92, so I'm like big pop punk fan, like Green Day, Blink-182, that kind of stuff. But my music library has expanded a lot with Heather since I've been with her for the last 14 years. A lot more like oldies stuff. Okay, that's not overlapping, so that's good. Am I even going to be able to do that guy there? No, it's going to be in the way. It's okay. We could always turn it, and it'll essentially... No, if we turn it, we won't be able to do the other one, so it has to be this one. Oh no, I'm stuck again. There we go. There we go. Boop. There we go. Got a little multi-level deck going here. Now with this one, I probably won't even have enough room for buildings, but I'll just do more market type stuff. This is not my normal world. This is a sandbox that I've been building on recently because my main world, it's not like as bad as it was before, but it's still pretty laggy overall. Like the more time that passes and the more stuff that I have built in that world just causes the whole world to be clunkier and clunkier overall. So that's been essentially my reasoning for holding off for now in hopes that it'll eventually get better with like more updates and as they optimize older worlds for newer content. But for now, that's really just not been the case. See, I've never done these multi-level ones, so this one, the stairs are kind of going to have to be different. They're not different, but they're going to have to kind of, like I said, these are going to be taller than they essentially need to be. I could also just leave I could do no railings here. Let's just do that. You think that'd be better, chat? Just do no railings on these, like obviously do a railing over here, but I don't think a railing is really necessary right here. I could just leave it open, and I think it would still look really good. Oh my! I'm gonna have to go turn the air. I thought it was gonna be nice. It is nice today. It's like actually overcast today here in Phoenix, but holy dude, it is hot. My day's going pretty well. Nothing crazy for 4th of July plans. Staying home with the dogs, making sure they're happy and not completely freaked out by the fireworks. Yeah, we'll just do this. Bada bing, bada boom. He's from the LEGO Pass, correct? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the LEGO Pass. My PC just produces so much heat too, and that doesn't help because like every other room in my house is pretty like obviously comfortable, but this room, one, it's something it's like I'm split on because I want to let natural sunlight in here for the stream because one, I like natural sunlight. It's much more like appealing when you're gaming, and but if I do blackout curtains, I'll get no natural sunlight in here, and I'll have to put more ring lights and all that kind of stuff for when I'm streaming. And then, but the positive to that is that it will be significantly cooler in here because I'm not letting in sunlight. Cool. New. I think I technically did the wrong one for this one, even though honestly that one looks pretty good. That's the palatial pillar from Shogun. We're gonna keep it consistent though. Ninja Master, yeah, I might have just fallen behind. Can someone help me with the glitching planes and cars every time joining the game? I don't exactly know how to help on that, to be honest. It's kind of just been an overall problem with the game since its inception. Vehicles are always... It's not like they're always buggy, but they always have the potential to be buggy. There we go. Got our little underdeck going. Beautiful. So even if I go this far away, those lights start to like dim out, which is weird. Do those ones dim out after that far? Yeah. You like the lights are still lighting up, but they're glow on renders. What up, Zep? The Ryumura city is also from the pass. The only real way to move a villager, and you can move a villager from a village, but it will essentially sacrifice all other villagers at that village. So let's say you have your village with Mando. What you would do is ask him to follow you or be your like companion or whatever. And then he'll start following you, right? And then what you can do is you have to not just break the village center. You have to... So, like, if I built a village here, right? Let's say I had Mando. Pretend this smiley face is Mando. And then a bunch of other villagers and animals. You would ask Mando to follow you, and then you would remove the village. which literally gets rid of the entire village on top of breaking it. Then Mando would still be following you. And then you would just, now that that village is gone, he's technically not a part of that village anymore. But he's still following you, and now you can take him to a new village to drop him off. Problem is, all the other villagers you had at this village will disappear immediately because you just deleted that village. So it's got, unless they've changed anything, but I think that's the only way from my understanding. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, thank you for the super GG. All right, let's get some buildings built. Let's figure out what we're doing here. We'll build something fancy schmancy. I'm thinking we do another blue building of some sort, but I want to make it a little bit different. What I'm thinking is we go kind of what I was doing before with this. So I don't know how much to do that. 6 and 6. Be 8 and 8. Oh wait, no, we're using the corner ones. Is that also in here or is that a wall? I think it's a wall. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. There. So I was thinking about doing another kind of thing like this. But I think I could just do it right on the corner. Yeah, we'll make that raised because we'll put a building here, but the other buildings will be raised here. So we'll do this in the 4 corners. At least something like this. Kind of. We're always just winging it here in the Epic Bricks channel. There is never a plan. There is very much go with the flow, though. Is that facing the right way? It looks like it's snapping it to the correct orientation like those ones are. Boom. And then is there... Oh yeah, we just tapered it off, so... Basically on those outside corners, we just weren't doing anything. Now we might have to do a different pattern here, but... Now that means we would need to put these guys here on this line and start it there, and this one would go right in the corner. Boom, boom, just like that. Cool. Actually, I think we just do need the outside corners because we don't need that and we don't need that. Because I believe we're just going to make connections going like kind of like how I did here. So we're going to do the same thing. Stop spamming weird stuff. You blocked forever now. Good job. I think if I mute them, it'll also get rid of the messages, but I can't remember. Also, come join me on Twitch and or YouTube. Or all three here on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Same username across all platforms. Okay, so let's see what kind of gap is here. Like how much space in between we'll have. So it looks like 2. So it's 4, which makes 2 of those. And then there'll be like 10. So I guess like we could just start with 1 in between each. You'll see what I'm talking about here. So we need, I believe, I was using these. So we would just go there, there, then one of these, then one of those, then back to one of these, and back to there, back to here, back to there. Oops. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. There we go. I mean, technically perfect would be able to fit 1 more in between there, but we'll live. Wrong. Do you play anything else? I play Marvel Rivals off stream. And I haven't spent too much time on it, but I've also I've always been a WoW player, so I've been playing a little bit of World of Warcraft Season of Discovery, which is WoW Classic. It's basically a variation of WoW Classic. Boom. Yep, just like that. Now we got ourselves a secondary level here to build up onto. And I think for here, I'll probably just do a stairway up onto this. So let's get that done now rather than later. So, wait, what did I do on the inside here? Nothing, right? I just, like, kept it. Oh, no, I did build, like, all the way around on the inside, too. Granted, you won't be able to see that unless you're, like, underneath this structure, but... Boom. Just like that. Yep. And yes, I'm leaving that corner blank. Can you play Marvel Rivals on stream sometime? I have in the past. Maybe it's something I could do when I'm just trying to not build. Which is sometimes I'm just out of the building mood. All right, let's go. Where can we put this? Probably like here, but oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces back, so that way we can do a little halfway floor right here, and then like these. Are those on the same level? Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So now we can build the floor here, which I think we just yeah. Okay. And then how do we work this? I think we just built the floor right up to yeah. Woo! This is on a sandbox world, but if you're asking about like LEGO Fortnite in general, it is like an overall like cozy adventure, you know, with PvE. there's technically is PvP, but it's not that refined. So it's more just like whoever's in your world you can technically do damage to, which I wish, you know what? They did do that one Star Wars mode thing a while back where it was like an actual like PvP mode. So I'm kind of hoping they do some sort of iteration on that where there is like almost like a LEGO Fortnite PvP mode or something that's like an extension of what we already have. Or like have like something in survival / expert where you could like queue up and fight other people. So it's still Odyssey, but it like uses a matchmaker to like find you players. And then you could earn like rewards or like build rewards and stuff. Perfect. Yeah, Anthony, if you I don't know if the Star Wars, because after the first original Star Wars update, the villagers did pop up like all over the world. Now that the second Star Wars update has passed now this year, I don't know if they made it so those like Susifta, like I'll show you. Where's the codex? Where are they? So you can still get like this one. Now Bekpira is like a out in the world villager, but this is like you get C4 3S from just upgrading your Star Wars village. And then same with Myrna Rondo, M6JR, Captain Bravara, Grolf, Aksat, and the Bith guy. But these four, Bekpira, Taltiris, Matt Cressito, and Susifta, these you should be able to bring to any village you want if you find them. But I don't know if they're all over the world now or just exclusive to Star Wars. But the rest of these are just from upgrading your Star Wars village on Star Wars Island. But yeah, this is my sandbox world. I normally play on an expert world, Jules, but the longer I've had the expert world, the more I've built on it, the laggier it seems to get. So I kind of been discouraged from building anything there, which is in turn kind of discouraged me from doing, because usually I'm doing like tons of farming on that world and collecting resources. But right now, if I'm not building anything, there's really almost no point to go out there and farm ridiculous amounts of resources. Like, because I do have already a ridiculous amount of resources on that world at my storage base. But as far as like trying to farm some of the newer materials, well, granted, they're not even building materials like the Kyber crystals and some of the Ninjago stuff. I just have no drive to farm the materials because I'm already kind of taking a break from building on that world. So I've retreated to a sandbox world where I can kind of just build. So not that I couldn't build as an expert, but I could do it a lot of it faster. That's for sure. I think these are roofs. Yep. Like, this build probably would be in my expert world if it wasn't giving me so much issues. Then I've seen more and more, you never know how, like, reliable they are. Not that people are, like, dumb or anything, but people do make mistakes. But I've been seeing a lot more people post about losing their expert worlds when they die, even though they had a totem of return on. Now, again, sometimes people do get the totem of return and the where is it? Where are the totems these days? I don't even remember equipment. So you do have the totem of return, wherever the heck it is. There's so many now. Hold on. So you got your totem charm of return, it's called now. But you also have the charm of the immortal, which I think, if you're not looking close enough, the difference is returns are silver, immortals are gold. Now, immortals don't actually really save you from dying. They delay you from dying. And if you still die, then you lose your world. Whereas, like, if you have a return on, you die, you go back to your bed, you put another one on, you're good. But I'm not saying it's out of this world that could happen, so. Well, this is a good opportunity to go turn the air down because it's too hot. Too hot. Come follow me on Twitch while I'm out. I think the real problem with his bedroom is it doesn't have a ceiling fan, so I'm not able to push the air up/down depending on which way the blades are spinning. All right, now there, and we should be able to do 16s all the way across. Also in Expert World, I know they have the we have the village chest system, obviously, in all worlds. But I wish they would add like a village chest system that you could, like, I don't know, upgrade the village more, or like go to the village totem and make it like a universal. So that way, like, anything that's in those village chests, you don't have to be in the village to use those materials. You could be anywhere in the world and it would just pull materials from that village. So, like, obviously this isn't my expert world, but let's say I had, you know, a main base here with like all my materials in it. It'd be great if you could toggle something on and make it so this whole village is now usable anywhere in the world. Because the problem is, even with like, because if I bring materials from my village to my new build location, I can use the village chest system, but it still feels like you have to have, like, too much. Like, it's just too much. You only play Lego Odyssey and Lego Brick Life? I don't play a lot of Brick Life, or any Brick Life, rather. But I am jealous of Brick Life in a lot of ways. Like, dude, they're fishing... Not just, I guess the fishing is the same, but like the amount of fish you can actually get is a lot more. I think we'll just put a building around this staircase, to be honest. Yeah, I want to do one of these, I think. How did I do this one? I don't necessarily need to do it the same, but I kind of want to. Do I have any full walls of that color, or do I just got to use 2 of these? You know, instead of a door, I think we're just going to use one of the archways. Change it up a little bit. Where is the snap point here? Thank you. Is that even the right way? Yes. We good. Do I even have enough room here? That's the next question. No, we don't to do that combo. Okay, that's frustrating. How do I not? But I need it to be 4 bricks wide. I guess we could just make it smaller. But then I'm not really going to... Wait, does that mean that? Hold on. I love these pieces. They look great, but they are very, very limiting. Oh, we're going to pull that back a little bit too. We should probably start from the back. Oh, we do have a blue one of these. Perfect. And actually, let's see. Will that fit there? No, it bumps. What about this one? No, that bumps too. So let's do that there and that there. And then we'll figure out how wide we're going to go. So what I also think that goofs with is... Oh, wait, we wanted to make it thinner too. So I think we got to add that like right there. That there, and then we bring these pieces inward. But then it's... Oh, I got to move it over even. So we got to put this like at least like here. Which is I think where I had it. Because then the building can actually go around that staircase where I have it. I think that's right. Or do I want the circular ones? Drinky time. GTA Rogu? I only really know as much as you guys. It is a mystery to me. So it looks like we can... Let's just do that. Boom. So we don't have a lot of pieces to work with here. So... Let's go there, 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 and then over here. Do one of these, and then over here we do 2 more of these. Just like that. Beautiful. And then we make it daytime here in a second, so I can actually see what I'm doing. I like that. That's pretty much all we're going to be able to do. Daytime! I guess I can give you guys a look at the city at night, though, so far. I'm almost thinking about putting some lights. I think they're from Ninjago Island. These ones. I think these would end up looking good somewhere on here, whether that be like all the way up here. Yeah, that would probably be good. Because I could just center them like that. What do you think about that? Does that add a little more glow to the front of those? I think that's actually perfect. We don't even need that one there. Just 2 of them's fine. Actually, those aren't even the... Oh, I have that one way too far to the left. Let's just even that one out. So that one lines up with the first little indentation. So I think that'll end up making it perfect and symmetrical. So we just do that one there and this one there. Yep, that's the way. That is the way. I like that a lot. Perfect. Oh, I do need that. Good. We need day-night controls for sandbox mode, so I could just leave it on daytime and then switch it over to nighttime whenever I want to do the lights. You know, if I do have it backed up like this, I should be able to do that other deal like that. That looks better. Actually, I wonder if we just do double pinks here. I kind of like that better for this building. We can always change it up if we don't like it later. Otherwise, I do like that a little bit better now that we have the building moved and I don't have to worry about bumping into the sides. Like a dat. And then I think here what I'm going to do is just I go with like this. Okay, we could always change it out later. Let's just get something going here. And then actually, no. We're going to do this on the other side. So I'm going to make... I try not to make my buildings super square and symmetrical. Sometimes you really do want to go for less symmetrical is better. So for this one, we're going to go like this. And then like this. And then like this. And then we'll build a floor here. And this will be a little deck. Oops. Just like that. And then railing. I think that's going to fit correctly. No, it's too long. That's okay. Does that mean one of these other ones will fit better with this corner? Yeah, you can just do that, and then a 4, and then the same thing on the other side. Boom. An 8. I got to relog, too. I can feel it getting laggy. I feel like that's a new kind of bug that's been happening. I'll do that. There. Boom. Boom. Perfect. And then here we go. I still am I like, should I make all these buildings that color pattern? I keep forgetting if I do Fortnite Forever, there's actually some pieces and walls that I can use I forgot about that. Someone mentioned that last stream, and I can make the building a little bit of a different shape if I want to. Not much variance there. We have that too. I could use like a really big doorway. I started a new world after I haven't played it in years. Is there any tips? Pretty much just play through the game as if it's a brand new game. There's so much new to it that almost a lot of things you knew to be true in the past are much, much, much different now. Here, let's just keep this consistent by using the blue roofs on these builds, and the rest of them will have black roofs. I like that. I like that a lot. And I still have to add more details to the outside, like signage and stuff like that. Why do I sound so sad? I don't think I sound sad. I'm hot right now, so I'm a little, like, maybe cramped slash just warm right now, so it might be, like, taking the full energy out of my voice. But I'm extremely warm in this room. I live in Phoenix, and this room with my PC in it just turns into an absolute sauna. Because I'm streaming. I've got 3 streams running between TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, plus the game running at max settings. It makes my PC, like if I put my hand over the top of my PC, it'd be warm. So if there's any reason I'm maybe a little less energetic, that'd probably be why. But I am definitely not sad. Let's do... I think a red building here, even though I've got one there. Because you kind of got to, like, spread out the color. So let's go... Hold on. Too many filters right now. Let's go... I think here we make the building wider than we did the other one. And do remember we got a staircase here. Still got to figure out how we're going to staircase our way up to there. I'll probably just do a staircase here, and then if I even do interior, that is. But let's get the red building going. Where are my red walls? Am I blind right now? What did I use for those? Wait. Oh, they're orange. That's why. I'm like, where are my pieces? I don't even think there's any other pieces here to match these. You pretty much got to use these orange ones indefinitely. Oh, we do got to pull it away if we want windows there. So let's just go there instead. And let's go there instead. And I think that allows me, yeah. Let's see if it makes sure we can do the other ones as well. I think this one will end up fitting. Yes. I should put some of these building. I'm still thinking about, because I have the Shogun ones down here, but making a building out of these would also probably look really good, and I can still just use the Shogun roof pieces, but then there's not, again, you kind of run into the issue where you only have an 8, a 16 version, and technically a 2x2 version that if, like, I wanted to fill certain areas, I would have to just, like, make it really repetitive, which I'm not super for. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll make this an L-shaped building, right? Here, I'm just going to use all of the... I'll replace these later. We'll just start with this. And then do I see again for this color? I don't even think we have any 8s, do we? We have only 16s for that wall, which is kind of eh. But what I can do, it's gonna make it weird if I do an L shape though. No, 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 no. We can make it work. We can make it work. So there, there. And again, I know it's going to look really repetitive with all these windows, but we'll fix it up later. Oh yeah, that's the other problem. Is if I make that, we kind of... Because that's 8 spaces. And again, we just don't have any 8s of that piece. And like, obviously I can go see what else we have, but I don't think there's anything in any other kit that's that specific color. Although, oh, there's gray in it. I was like, these would probably make pretty damn good walls for these. Yeah, like this one. Go wonder if that would look better overall. Maybe not, but... Okay, we have some red walls from Friendly Neighborhood that are brick. I think those could work. Let's see what... I think there's also the Tomato Temple stuff. Oh, wait. What about these? Too bad I can't see because of the lighting is so red or like orange right now. Oh, it's not even technically nighttime yet. It should be soon. I mean, you were much happier when me and Felix were here. I'm always happier when I got my regulars. Have you found the missing Lego set? Wait, what missing Lego set? What doth thou speak of? Those kind of match. But it's also impossible to tell in this lighting right now. We have those. We obviously have those. We have these. Ninjago Island as well. Does this match at all? No, it's way lighter. Alright, I think now I can finally skip that. Yeah, because it's unfortunate, like, they had a really good run of updates at the beginning of the year, and it's been a little sluggish since then. But hopefully that just means they're cooking up something sick for us for next update. But sometimes it is very noticeable in between updates. Yeah, I think we're going to use the Friendly Neighborhood stuff. Because here I can at least make that work. Like if we put that in the middle and then go back to one of these, at least we have red and orange, which is the general color of this building anyway. How big is that going to make this build? That's almost too much. We'll just go these two. Like that. And then there, and then there. And then we run it back this way. And then that actually should... It's not going to fit... I think even if we get rid of this... Hold on, let's see. Actually, if we put a door there, maybe it'll fit better. What doors do I have? That one will work. But then I need to fill it with 6 from friendly neighborhood. Right? Too many kits, friendly neighborhood, and then there's oh, there is a 6. Look at them. Look at them doing stuff. Boom. Oh. Didn't realize those were hovering. My bad. Aha! We have an L shape with this build. Okay. Perfect. Although, yeah, I shouldn't make this go any further. I think that's the right way to do it, because I could also move the L, but I think that'll end up looking better like that. How don't I get bored? I play other games off stream, like someone was asking me what other games I play earlier. I told them I play Marvel. Oh, I'm going to log out too. This is just too laggy. Every time I pull out a build and look somewhere, I can feel it. But that actually might be an option for tonight. But generally, when I play other games, my view, not that I care. I like to play other games on stream too. I got to keep myself entertained. But generally, oh my God, they have American Dad outfits. Generally, when I play anything but LEGO Fortnite, you'd be surprised. Everybody says it's a dead game, but I get the most viewers playing it personally. And then I hop onto another game, and then all of a sudden my viewer count drops, as if other popular games, you know, you'd think it would go up if you're playing a more popular game. But again, I could care less. Dude, obviously they don't have LEGO versions. Oh, that was you? Okay. But part of me is like, this is American Dad is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. So I'm like lightly inclined to get one of these, but I don't play that much BR. The only time I play BR is with some homies when I'm off stream. But Francine, her face is a little like why is it so round? I know she has a round face. But like look at the picture here and then like look at her from this angle. It's like way more round and like bulbous and big. If they like yeah, her head is just too wide in this. In the picture it looks normal and fine, but the actual model is like it's just not right. You know what I mean? Whoa. I want to be him right now. I clearly have never hovered over him in Lego mode. That looks sick, and he'll look perfect in the city. Do you mean like Marvel Rivals over regular Fortnite or Lego Fortnite as a whole? Because obviously I'm still in. Oh crap! I didn't see you. It's Brandon. I didn't see it. I'll go back and pick with the one you want. I did for some reason. I did not see that go through or hear it go through. I haven't played Rivals a lot the last couple weeks. Dude, this is sick looking. But here, someone on Twitch redeemed an outfit selection, so I would like to honor that. Pick it up. Pick it, whatever you'd like. I don't get why it shows the Lego version here, but usually when you're in a Lego mode, if you're like selected onto Odyssey and you go into your locker, I don't know what happened, but it's bugged and it doesn't show the portrait in Lego mode like it used to. What do you think, Brandon? What do you want? I got lots of stuff. Get Marty McFly. But dude, I never even looked at this skin in Lego. That one's sick. Where'd it go? Oh, he's down here. That's a sick looking skin. Yeah, Brandon. I saw it. I missed it at first, but I whichever one you'd like. You don't have to pick the one I picked. That's just the one I latched onto immediately. I do have a lot. I will scroll here. Oop. I'll scroll. I'll start from the bottom. My oldest skins. I can't remember if I bought Tomato Head first or Raven first, but these are like some of the first skins I ever bought. I'm not going to hover over every single one of them, but if you see one you like. Oh, he's been partial to the chicken guy. OG John Wick, you got it. You know what's funny is I think I have the other Wick. Or no, maybe I don't. Maybe I never did buy that one. Because I wanted to see like the difference in Lego version. Yeah, we can do the Reaper, the original John Wick. That was the I didn't buy the season 1 or season 1 didn't even have like a full battle pass, right? It was more like season 2 had like a real battle pass, and I think season 1 was mostly it was either like a half battle pass or it was just item shop stuff. But I was playing in those seasons, but then I wasn't like ready to spend money on a new game like that right away. So it wasn't until season 3 that I was like, oh damn, I do kind of love this game, and that's when I bought my first Lego pass. And it's dark again. As someone who's never played Fortnite before but wants to, which I know, like, PJ, so like regular BR or like Lego? Both. As far as Battle Royale, I mean, that's like, it's just hop in any, like, you know, third person shooter. There's not too much to that I could give you advice on there because I'm more of a casual player in that sense. But as far as Lego Fortnite, what you should know is it's an open world, survival, cozy, with, you know, there's combat and stuff, but it is, I would say, mostly geared towards like a cozy level player. Now there is an expert mode, but as far as like the regular survival mode, it is a very cozy style game. I don't know if I want to make this one 3 stories because then it'll be just, I think I'm going to make this one just a 1 story, to be honest. If the roof pieces will cooperate with me. But we shall see. But it's, you know, it's one of those games that even if you played it a little at the beginning, it's still almost like a new game today because they've made so many changes and stuff. But it's one of those games, hop in and explore like the different mechanics of the game. Like basically the goal of the game is to get materials. You know, you start from nothing, just like in Minecraft. And then at that point, you can go to different biomes. And when you build a village in a certain biome, you'll essentially get different rewards. Do I even have... Oh, man, that's going to be annoying. So here, I guess I could just extend that. I should have half walls of those same type. At least I hope. Oh, boy, we do. That'll work. But every biome has like different enemies, different objectives. Some of them have exclusive villagers that you can essentially collect. Is there a flat version of that one? I don't think there was. See, like this one, again, why are we given a flat version here for this color and a regular version there? but then not for this one. And then if we turn this one around, it ain't even the same color. There's nothing here, right? No. Oh, what's this piece? That's an interesting piece. Never even saw that or noticed that before. Oh, how do we work around on this one? Do we just do more half walls, you think? Just do a half wall here. Kind of the only choice I have, to be honest. So I wish we had an 8 of that at least. That would be nice, but... Alright, let's see if the roofs... The roofs should work for us here, I think. Maybe. Hold on. Get rid of that. Because I think yeah, these we should be able to work with, and we have a hip and a valley. It's just dependent on how the valley is gonna... That should work. I think it's gonna work. And then here, why did they give us a corner for these? That would have been nice. What do they expect us to do then if we use hips and valleys? Because there's no way to, like, evenly turn those, you know what I mean? Guess we'll figure it out. Oh, that goes out too far. I guess we just do this, and it's just gonna have to go one way or the other. Or right here, we could do like another spire thing, but I wonder if there's another one from another kit that would maybe look different while also matching. Let's find out. So that's way, whoa, that's huge. Where does this come from? Oh, it's the Oni stronghold. Ooh. Nothing really that helps us there, though. Like, I could obviously get rid of that, 'cause that won't fit there. But one of these has to. Maybe that other one that I've been using already. Nope, that one doesn't fit either. It's bumping into it. Is there any other spire-type pieces? I guess I could use this here, but it doesn't super match if I were to use those pieces. But again, do we have any, like, spire-type things or, like, antenna-looking things like that? Not really. Not that would match anyway. Those look kind of cool. What are those from? Yeah, Oni Stronghold again. What's that from? Oni again? Yeah. Those just stick out a little bit too much. Otherwise, those would probably work pretty darn well. Keep looking. Keep looking. I don't think that would end up looking good. Nope. Okay, so we're just going to go back with the pieces we had and make it somewhat boring, but that's kind of the way you got to go sometimes. Now we're going to go back and just replace these walls with non-repetitive ones, because I like to add some sort of variance between the different walls. So, like, let's add that there. I think that works there. Those work, I think, going here and there. And then the front, we'll do another one of these. Boom. And we'll figure it out from there. I like that so far, though. And then down here, we'll probably do a big old building that's that color. Do the roof on that. I can't see the roof. I want to see the roof. Oh my god. I can't even, like, I'm trying to see the details of that roof and how they set it up, but I can't see it. Greetings from Spain, Angel. Try building something that you haven't built before with pieces that you haven't utilized maybe as much as you'd like to. It's, I mean, these are newer parts, but I also haven't built with them at all, so. All right, let's go with, we need these pieces, so let's get some corners going. Let's go there, let's go there. I still technically should. Oh, wait. I never really spaced these so that way a stairway could fit, although I think they'll still fit. Let's see. I'll just have to have like a makeshift one for now. Actually, let's get the right color. So if we put that there, and then or from here, what I want, what did I do over here? Oh yeah, over there I added the gray one, so we'll just do that here too then. But I always try to encourage just building something, and then you don't always have to build, like, I build very literal. I build a lot of villages and stuff that's, like, quote-unquote obvious, or, like, not that they're not unique builds, but, like, I build with the system and build in the, I like building villages that are custom, but in the theme of the prefabs. Whereas, like, dude, like, people like the Mad Puck and plenty of other people out there that they use all the pieces that are available in different kits, but they kind of mix and match heavily in order, like, you know, once new colored parts come in a new set. Like, I know the Mad Puck just posted his Enterprise ship build, like, which is literally the most insane, one of the most insane builds I've seen someone do in this game. So I think that'll work out well. Let's bring it back like 8 spaces. Oops. Because I don't like where it's landing there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that'll be much better. And then we do what we were doing like that. Then we go up. And then we can break that guy. No, we're going to push it. Sorry, I'm trying to find, like, the right spot for this. I think that means if we do this there, it was just 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, it was here, and then 1, 2. I think that's better. Then we'll, yep, perfect. That's where I want to be. technically we still gotta break that one. I can't see anything. But yeah, mixing and matching. Your builds are great, but LEGO Fortnite low-key fell off. I mean, technically that could have been true since the first couple of months, but otherwise it's still got like the same amount of player base it's had after its original quote-unquote fall off. Wait, is that one space? Oh, I've got it off by one space. Oops, I'm goofing it up still. Hold on, we'll figure this out. Why would that be off? Oh, it's probably because this whole thing. So 1, 2, or just 1. And then I think it will land on the right spot now. No. So it's 3 forward from that spot. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3. I swear I got it this time, chat. Aha! Told you. I told you. Trial and error, baby. And then we're going to snap that there, and then that there, and then that should be the right. Yep, perfect. Now we got an entrance up here. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure it was walkable so far. They're going to leave a gap of 3 regardless. That's fine. I know it will do. Or is it still going to leave a gap? I'm not too concerned about it because you'll like barely see it when you're going through here. So I'll just probably leave it like that. Okay, got that, got that. Got this stairway going up here. Out here, perfect. Alright, let's continue with this build. And let me figure out what I'm going to do here. So I think I'm going to make this building like a 1-story. But have, you know what would be kind of cool? I'm just going to use basic walls for now, but... Wonder how many we could fit if we did this. So even that makes those too close. Because I was thinking about making like a single building that kind of has like a gap through the middle of it. But even building with those makes them too close together, so... I think we might just do... I could do an L's, like a L-shaped building here too. That wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, I think that would be good. Hold on. Let's do this. That. 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 Although... probably put a door somewhere here. Because with this building, now I can go... Yeah. Let's go there. It's not like I can't do the windows like that, but it's better to do like a completed one. So I could just technically do like 2 of these. And then go here. And then again, then we go that and that. And then we go inwards. Like that. And then I think essentially I'll kind of have to, unless I don't think for this piece had any other variations of the pieces I could put here. Like these are interior walls, which can kind of help me out. But yeah, there's nothing really there to help me out. So what I'm thinking is we just do another one of those there. And then another there. And then we go to this piece. And then it should only leave a little bit of a gap there. Because then we go boom, boom, boom. And I don't remember. I don't think... do I have any other wall pieces in general that match this? Because that could also kind of fix the issue I got going on here. Ooh, wait a minute. Haunted walls. Oh. Is there a 6? Well, there is a 6. It just has some purple showing through it, but I don't think that's too bad. On the inside, it'll look weird because you have a huge purple wall. But I'm not too worried about that. Ooh, Imperial Outpost wall. Oh yeah, these ones kind of do match, but they don't. They do and they don't. Let's see what else there is. Honestly, the orange could work. Like, that doesn't look terrible. And then technically, like, these ones could even work. I think these ones would work out really well, actually. Because they're like kind of steampunky. Or like that kind of same vibe. And then we have the shack walls, which actually could work. Even, I think these ones actually, they're the most textured and color matching. I kind of had a feeling those might work. We have a 2 and a 4. And an 8, obviously. But I think, hold on, let's do this. Boom. Boom. And then... you know what also might look good here? Is if we do exactly what I'm doing here. We add like these ones. And then almost make them look like they're meeting in the middle. I think those will actually look good. Boom. Back to this. Boom. And then we need this. Oh, crap. It's going to be... I'm just going to use the filter because I ain't going through all that again. And where is the shack stuff? There's too many filters. Where is the shack? There it is. Starter shacks. Love shack. No, just kidding. I think that might work that way. Okay, yeah, that works. I don't know. That looks not as good as I thought it might. I think I might just go back to the other two that I was using. Not as good as I expected, intended. And then, honestly, I think I should just do this here, then these two. Oops. Why does it always flip the other way? That is not what we want. And then back to this one. And then again, get rid of that, get rid of that. Do this on this side. Why isn't that snapping the right way? Lame. Boom. Two of these. And then one of these. And then on the inside, we go back to one of these. And bada bing, bada boom. I think that looks really nice. I think that's solid, except the only thing technically I should do is add one of these to be a doorway. Do I have like the actual one with a door on it for this? Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. That's an archway. We want this door. Yes. And then, hold on. For these corners, we're gonna do... Should I do those on the bottom, or are they even gonna fit on the bottom? Well, they do fit. What did I do for the other one? I made them on the top, so let's kind of match that. So we'll do that bottom, that on top, and then for all the outside corners, go ahead and match that. Is that how we did it? Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. Because technically... No, do I want to do this another half level, or should I just do it as is? I think I don't need to make it another half level taller like I have been. I kind of want to switch them up between the ones. Because then from here, we would pretty much just go right to the roof. Like that. So it looks a little different from one side to the other. Something like that. And then again, for this top part, we won't be able to do anything too fancy. So we'll just run these going along. Yes, and I know there's no corner piece for those, so we kind of got to work with it. And then over here, we will do a regular door again. And we'll leave this open for like outside decoration type stuff. Otherwise, that leaves a nice little balcony going there. Nice, yeah. Now I need to add lights to all these, but whew, still warm. Still just warm. All right, all right, all right. So let's actually, the first lights I know I want are from Ninjago Island, and we want these ones. We're gonna go there. And then I think we just have one space in between. Oh, perfect. That's exactly where I wanted. Yes. That's the ticket. Those fit around perfectly. Still got some more lights to do, but and then color did we do here? Oh yeah, we used like some floor pieces from like a completely different kit. I think they were the friendly neighborhood ones, right? Yes. Those aren't at the same height. That's how I added the lights there. And then I think I did different with this, but I think we're going to end up doing kind of the same thing. I just don't know if I have any super matching floor pieces. Those could work. These could also work. These will probably work the best. Unless I have pink ones of some other sort. No, I think that was... Oh, we got these. Yeah. The Daft Punk. That should work, right? Yes. I like that a lot. Perfect. And then I think that went on the bottom of those pieces, so I don't know if I'll be able to do the same thing up here exactly. We can at least do one here at like a custom level. Like that. We can hang some lights from there now. And then what do we use? Use some sort of blue ones. Not those. They're blue throughout. Yo, yo, Francisco, how you doing, man? Thank you for the gifts, dude. How you been? These ones. Right? Oh, I just don't have a spot. Something like that. Oh my goodness. Oldies, Dolphin, Golden Boxing Glove. Dude, you're killing it. You're lighting me up. And then I should be able to add like all the same sorts of lights and kind of the same pattern that I did over there. I don't know if I just need to start streaming earlier in the day, which I'm not going to be able to do every day, but jeez. Because this is technically should be the cooler part of the day. I got to figure something out for this. I almost need to like cut a hole in the side of my desk where the computer is and have a fan that vents that heat like another direction. Holy. Because I'm just sitting here baking. Like a baked bean, if you will. So otherwise, that's looking pretty darn good so far. I'm liking it a lot. I have the circular window too. I forgot. I could probably... I think I might like that better in those spots. Hold on, check this out. Because we also have this window, which I think would end up looking better here. And then also... I guess right here I can go back to the shack parts. Was that 8? So all we gotta do is move that over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Center that, and then 2 and 2, like that. I think that's a little bit better. That, or I could have these ones be circular. I don't know, there's a lot of different variations I could do. They updated the game recently? Not super recently. Last time was in, what, May? So like 2 months ago? Which isn't the greatest timeline for that, but we'll take what we can get, right? And then we put those 2 spaces in and in the middle if we want to keep those consistent. Probably just do them on the outside here. Like that. I like it. I'm thinking about making that building a little taller, but then it'll overlap that one, and I kind of like the view I'm getting here so far. How do you fly? In the settings, it only this you can only do this in sandbox, cozy, or regular survival. You cannot do it in expert mode, but you just turn the player fly mode on you press tab or open up your build menu rather, or you open your inventory, then go to the settings tab, scroll down, you'll see it. However, you can technically fly in expert mode with the flying fish sandwich, but that's only within your village limits. Because I did use a different light there, but I'm going to change it up for this one. Oh yeah, perfect. Probably not too much longer. Making some light 4th of July plans. Not going to go anywhere, but Heather's like, do you want to maybe get some blue moons? And we have a nice drinky 4th of July. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of sold on that idea. I could go for... I don't drink very often at all. But I like me some blue moons. That's for sure. Every once in a blue moon. Okay, that's terrible. I'm doing well, though, Francisco. Sometimes better, sometimes a little more just life stuff going on, but nothing, you know, nothing that can't be handled. It doesn't go there good. Maybe up there I could do. I'll have to see what it looks like in the night, because otherwise I do like what I got going on here so far. What do I have for these ones? Oh yeah, we got like some sort of red hanging light from, I think, Ninjago Island. I think. Oh, these would probably look really good if I threw those like in corners. I wonder. At least in like these kind of corners. I don't like that as much as I thought I would. I don't like it. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but... Ooh. Now these ones up here. Now that's something. I like that. I like that a lot. Those match pretty good. You know what? You know what else? I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Except it's not going to work because these pieces stick out way too much and this is too tall. And I could make this piece come out further, but right now it's like I'd have to add one more of those floors just to get that to work, which isn't like a terrible idea. What do we think about that? I think that's not the worst. It's sticking out a little bit, but I think it still works pretty darn well. Oh, we have that 2 studs away? 2 studs away. Indeed. Indubitably. Now it matches the ones we're already using over here really well. There's a storm in here in Chicago? Dude, it's overcast today in Phoenix. That's the best we're getting right now. We don't even get a real monsoon season anymore, man. It's lightly depressing. And yes, I know I did the ones 2 from the outside, but this one's like a thinner area, so I'll just go 1 from the outside. I like that a lot better than these purple lights for some reason. Maybe that reason is they just look better, right? We gotta use some upside down techniques, but hey, it works. And this does give me more room, like if I want to put something on top, I totally can now. Like I've got a ton of room for it. Like if I wanted to add, ooh, those might look actually really, really good. Oh, if I put him that way, I can put him even further back. No, I'll keep it with these ones. There. There. And then if I put like a little border around it, I don't know what kind of fence we'll use. Kind of just look at all of them, I guess. Those will probably be too tall. I'd have to raise them up a bit. Like somehow or artificially. But I think that would honestly be pretty nice. Oh, those have to be turned the other way. Or something. But like if I put something on top of there, I think that could make a really nice deal. Hello? Oh yeah, I'd have to raise them up and then it could go over. Experimentation time. I really do like that. That's a good vibe. Oh, these ones could work too, though. But then it's like kind of too much pink. I don't know. What do you guys think? So if I go back to the floors, and those were Daft Punk, right? Yeah. is we could add enough of these so that the flowers are raised up enough so you could actually see them. Like that? Huh? 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 Can I zoom out to see the whole thing? This is what we're working with. And I'm going to keep adding more and more. Like, this will be a chunk. I'll probably skip some space, like, right along here. But start another, like, really big chunk. Kind of like in this area, eventually. And then I'll even probably put some buildings up on the mountain, hanging off the wall and stuff. And then again, I'll skip an area. Like, I'll kind of leave some space right here. So that way I could start another big chunk over here. And then I can kind of fill in the areas between those two chunks. But so far so good. I'm really liking what I got down so far. Since the Star Wars update 2 months ago, there has not been a ton. Nothing insane to speak of, but I'm guessing late this year is going to be like they're going to just roll out some updates. That's my feeling. Because I think this current Ninjago Lego Pass ends in, I guess it's technically not like a Ninjago Lego Pass. It is and it isn't. I don't think it's an official one. But I believe this Lego Pass ends in what, September? So we still have a few months, so like July, August, September. Yeah, so we got like 2 more months until potentially, or not potentially, but when we get the new Lego Pass. And usually that's when they base and add content updates. So I like that. We'll play with that idea. And then I need the ceiling hanging light, which is this one. And we're just going to go all the way around. And bring it around town. Wait. Why you no fit there? Okay, they can. Why was it? Weird. Oh, I guess it just has to go all the way on the outside for that part, which is fine. Wait, this one lets me put it there. One space from the... What's going on here? Okay, there we go. It is working. I'm going insane. There we go. Got it, got it, got it. Do this one right in the middle. Just like that, and then I could add one here, which I think I will. I just don't know if I have that piece selected right now on the recents. It was what? We'll find it. Was it friendly? Yep, it was friendly neighborhood. Ta-da! Got most of the lights. Still got to do the backside there. Although I might just leave those ones. You got to remember I'm only going to be looking at this from one angle or like a few angles just for display purposes. But it is glowing now, and that's probably a good stopping point for me today. I'm just way too hot to be streaming for like 4 hours right now. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to wait till summer passes to really ramp up again. Well, Trevor Herrer, if your birthday is tomorrow, early happy birthday to you, and if you're still here. But how are you still playing this? With my hands? Yo, Bees, happy 4th of July to you, and happy 4th of July to everybody. I'm actually about to get the 4th of July festivities started here soon. What am I looking for? Decorations. Is there any big-ass rugs we can put down here? Any that match? Ooh, I kind of like that. What do you guys think about that rug? I kind of like it, kind of don't. But I do. I kind of like that. It's not a perfect match, but it's like right there. I could also just do different colored floors too. Yeah, it's all coming together. Again, it should be good on build complexity, so like maybe I don't add gaps between the chunks. I just have a little bit more gap, and like here they're like basically overlapping because of the angle. But I think right here I could add another one going this way and another one going this way in the middle, or opposites, have another one going this way, and then over here have it kind of go this way. I'm just going to keep adding to this over time. But other than that, I think that's where we'll call it for today. Let's find our raid target over on Twitch. But if you're on TikTok, come join me on Twitch for the next time. I've only been really live on the weekends lately. But I'm going to send you over to Moxie. I've just not been super consistent lately, and that's mostly just because of life going on as of late. Started at the beginning of this year with some other stuff that went on, but otherwise it's kind of trickled into the rest of this year and prevented me from being live as long as I've wanted to, that's for sure. But send you over, guys, to Moxie. They will take care of you. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow throughout the week. It is iffy, but I should see you guys soon. Don't worry. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great night. Later. And then, like I said, for my people on TikTok, come join me on Twitch and or YouTube the next time. Same username, Epic Bricks, over on Twitch and YouTube. Highly appreciate it if you come follow me over there. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to stay here on TikTok for my streams moving forward. Again, I'll be live tomorrow, but I will see you guys later. Have a great night.